We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Commanders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Taking it right down Broadway. The 30. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Well, every quarterback, especially a rookie quarterback, loves to have plays like that from a guy running the ball.
Takes a lot of pressure off the youngster, doesn't it? He doesn't have to throw the ball in bad situations. Just turns around, hands it to his big horse. And we've seen rookie quarterbacks ride great runners right into the playoffs.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack and to stop him short of the first. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. You get down this deep, Charles, you hate to settle for a field goal. They roll the dice on 4th down, really just hoping to get that first. But as it turns out, they take it all the way into the end zone.
You mentioned that they took a little bit of a gamble there. Think about it this way. Most teams throw the ball in this situation in the NFL, so they really gamble with a running play, and boy, did it pay off. Pay dirt.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no run back here for Slayton, and then will come out to the 25-yard line. Now Jones. steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing Jones. Forced out to his left. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Off play action. Jones escaping the pressure right. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's caught inside the 20. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Taking it about the 16. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on 1st down. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. Room here to run. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Here comes Darius Slayton from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 35. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack.
And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Pickett. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
Pollard will score. Touchdown, Commanders.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Catch made here by Campbell. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And some room to work. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 163 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 60. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Slayton going to take it from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task. Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw. Jones. Zach Ertz has it complete. Touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. McCaffrey running up the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Slayton going to take it from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Off the play fake. Jones. Flush to his right. He finds his man. Complete. That's Beck. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
This one is Slayton over the middle. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
Now here's Pollard. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Pollard again, and he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And you know it pains them to be this close. And you know they're going to want to go for it here, but they absolutely have to kick the field goal and get this back to a 1-score game. It's only logical.
The kick by Sanders is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 244 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is McCaffrey on the give. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. This is McCaffrey. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
They'll go with Jones. And he's got room. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Off play action. Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Pickett. Eluding the pressure right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones dancing to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Jones. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Jones' throw taken in by Slayton. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is going to lose yardage here. A great effort right from the snap there on the defensive side from Amari Barno. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Jones. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Atlanta, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.